If you've been a subscriber for any amount of time, you probably know I'm a really big fan of the Public stock investing app. The Public app is the clean, simple, and social investing app made for everyone. So I've been using the Public app for about a year now, and needless to say, I've been really happy with it. The reason I'm using Public is to build a buy and hold stock portfolio to supplement my retirement accounts and eventually build a dividend income stream. In this video, I'm going to go over some of the basic features that make Public a great brokerage app. And then I'm going to go over some of the newer features that they released in the past few months that really take this app to the next level. And then finally, we're going to look at why you should transfer your brokerage account from Robinhood, for example, to Public. Hello and welcome back to Money Talks. In case you're new here, my name is Ian. And on this channel, we talk about finances, investing, and making money. Before we get too far, make sure to keep in mind that I'm not a CPA or an investment or financial advisor in any measure. So just make sure to do your own research and let's get going. So I have the Public app on my old phone here. As you can see, my portfolio has grown quite a bit since I last made a video about Public. I'm up at $12,500. So one of the first things about Public that is really great is that all the investing you do is fee free. So you're not going to get charged any kind of commission for any type of investing you do. That's pretty much the case with all brokerages these days, but just a year or two ago, it was just Robinhood, Webull, and Public that offered that. So that's always an important feature to have. The next feature is you can buy fractional shares on Public, which is really important when you have those big stocks with those $200, $300, $400 stock prices and you just want to buy a little bit at a time. So fractional shares, very important. Public actually was one of the first brokerages to really do that. They did that before Robinhood. So they've been kind of on the cutting edge of a lot of these things. So for example, to show you how fractional shares work, let's go to Tesla right here. And then let's go to trade, invest, and let's say I just want to buy $25 of Tesla. Since the stock is $800 or $900, you can just go and buy $25. Whatever that $25 equates to in proportion to the stock price, that's what you'll get in terms of a certain amount of a share. So for example, here we can see that this would be 0.029 shares of Tesla. So not going to do that right now. The other thing about Public that's really cool is it's a social investing app. So you kind of get this Twitter-like feed of people that you follow on Public, as well as other, well-known, famous, or finance influencer type people, such as CJ Johnson. He's got the blue check mark, so he must be someone important. So people give their opinions about all sorts of things up here. So it's just all pretty fun stuff. You can go and actually chat with this person, you can follow, message. The other thing that's cool is they have groups as well. If you go to your inbox down here, you can make groups, and here's all your chats with other people. So for example, we can go to my Money Talks group right here, and this is just the group of all the people that have used my referral link to get a free stock slice with Public, a link down below in the description. So this is where we just kind of talk about different stocks. Not really much has happened in there, but it's cool to be able to talk to everybody if you need to. Another thing that's really cool that Public pioneered is little warnings for certain stocks. For example, if we look at this top movers section in here, if we go to GameStop, we can see that Public tells us there's a high risk warning right here, telling us that it's a very risky stock, I guess. Other ones, such as, for example, Orion. I think I showed this one in the last video I did on Public. Orion Energy Systems will show a low market cap, so it's just a very small company, a very small stock. So they kind of give you that warning as well, that it might be a little bit more volatile. And then there's plenty of other pretty basic features that you would expect with an app-based brokerage. service. So I'm not going to go through all of those. They're pretty self-explanatory. Let me talk about some of the crazy valuations here. I mean, I've put, let's see, for example, if you want to see your total account growth over the history of your account, you can go to your account icon here and click all, and it'll show you what your gain has been over the years. So my current holdings is $12,500 approximately. It's gone up $7,600, almost $7,700 over the course of me having this account, basically the past year. So that's, that's just pretty crazy, 157% growth. So things are getting kind of crazy out there. I don't know how long this bull market's going to last, but it's been pretty crazy. And a lot of this for me is just Tesla. I think I have about $3,000 of Tesla. So that's where a lot of that's coming from. But I mean, this is just, it's nuts. Like, I have a lot of conviction in Tesla and other high growth stocks that have very high PE ratios, but I don't know, it just seems like it's getting out of hand. But, I believe in Tesla so much. I know that it's the future, but it's just, it's rough out there. It's really a roller coaster. Before we get too far, make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button and drop a like so more people can learn about this great investing app. So let's look at some new features. This is a new feature they just added. It is a way to add a payment method through Plaid, which is kind of a fintech company that allows you to link financial institutions better. It used to just use the bank account and routing number, and then it would do the micro deposits, and you'd have to wait 3 or 4 days. Now you can link instantly with Plaid, which is really cool. So for example, I have Ally Bank. There we go. And then you just put in your username and password, and you can link your bank right there. So that's good that you can do that now. How do I get out of this? Okay, there we go. The other thing that Public just changed about their system is, instead of using payment for order flow to make revenue off of your trades, they are now using a tipping system. So typically when you place an order, you I guess they can sell your data for like a few cents for every trade, and someone likes that data, like a hedge fund or something. I don't really know how payment for order flow works, but instead of using that system, which is the system I think Robinhood uses and Webull and most other brokerages use, they're switching to a tipping system where you can tip for every trade that you do. So if I buy a few $100s of Tesla, I guess I can tip $1 to them for executing that trade. I don't really know how this monetization strategy is going to work out for them, just because it seems like, I don't know how many people are actually going to tip. People are kind of used to their commission-free stock trades, so I'm not sure how this is going to work out for them, but I think some people might pay the tip, especially when you sell and you're realizing gains. I guess I could see people paying the tip. One thing to note though is that the tip does not count as any kind of brokerage fee or anything. So it cannot count towards your cost basis. But again, you're probably just tipping $1 or $2 per trade, if that. So it's not really that big of a deal. But I hope this monetization strategy works out for them. I'm a little skeptical, but best of luck to you, Public. Another feature I want to go over is the stock display, the stock data display toggle. And this is just, I think this has been around for a while, but I just noticed it recently. So if you go to your portfolio and you say you want to look at your funds differently, you want to look at different data, you can click on one of the numbers here, for example, Blink, and you can switch to number of holdings. So that'll show you the number of shares you have. You can also switch to, seeing how much money you've made on the stock over the entire course of you owning the stock. For example, right here, I've made $79 on Blink. Of course, unrealized gains. I haven't sold anything yet. You can also see percent gain right here, 80%. And then you can go down to the daily gain percent and daily gain in terms of dollars. Another thing I didn't realize until I just did it right here is you can actually, there's commands right here you can buy and sell right here, and then you can also move this to long term if you want. Another thing is that Public now has a home screen widget, which I cannot use on this phone because it is an iPhone 6 SE, which is tiny and it has not been upgraded to the latest operating system, so I can't show you that feature, but maybe I will once I get back on my regular phone, which I'm currently filming on right now. Another important feature that I forgot to mention that Public is introducing very soon is recurring investments. So they're going to allow you to do recurring deposits from your bank account into your Public account on a monthly or weekly basis. So in a sense, you kind of have like an investing budget. So if you want $400 a month to invest in Public, you can do that and it'll just happen automatically. This is a feature that I've really wanted them to introduce for a long time, so I'm glad they're doing it. They're also going to allow you to do recurring investments into individual stocks. So say, for example, you want to buy $100 of Tesla every month. This new feature will allow you to do that. So this is really a great move on their part. They've been needing to do this for a while, and this really helps them put them in a great position as a brokerage app. So let me talk about why you should switch from Robinhood to Public. So Public is a simple and very easy to use app. It's probably by far the simplest app you can use. And if you're a basic buy and hold investor and you're looking for an app to move your money to, and you might be turned off by the complexities and intricacies of Webull, Public might be the best option for you. One of the great things about Public is that they will pay your brokerage transfer fee. So if Robinhood charges you a brokerage transfer fee, I think it's $75, Public will cover that. Additionally, transferring brokerages has no tax implications. That's because you're not selling any of your equities, you're just transferring them. So since you're not selling, you're not going to have any capital gains. So you don't have to worry about paying any capital gains or selling or having to actually move money around. It all just happens in the background. Another thing to note is that there are no limits on meme stocks. So there's no limits on how many shares of GameStop or AMC or any of those companies you can purchase. You can buy as many of those as you want. They have not set any limits on those. According to this article right here, no limits. Webull's doing the same thing. Very happy to hear this. Very good move on their part. So now make sure to go and sign up for Public using the link below. When you sign up, you get a free stock slice. And just to be clear, I will also get a free stock slice, so we both win. Hey guys, quick tangent. I just redeemed a free stock slice last night while I was making this video, and I got $84 of Tesla, which is pretty cool. I've usually gotten between $6 and $10, but this is amazing. Thank you so much, Yoon, for using the sign up link. Without you, I would not have gotten this $84 slice of Tesla. Really awesome. Thank you. This just shows how amazing Public can be. While we're talking about stock slice rewards, I just want to thank everybody on this list that used my link to sign up. Hopefully some of you guys got some pretty big stock slices. Hopefully something as big as $84 of Tesla. That would be amazing. So let me know if you use my link to sign up how big your stock slices were. Anyway, back to the video. But if you're switching from Robinhood to Public, there are some things you should consider. One of the main things is that if you like trading options, you can't do options on Public. It does not support options. It's a purely buy and hold brokerage account, which I like because that's my goal, and I like that it's simple, and I think a lot of people like that. So unfortunately, if you try to transfer your brokerage account from Robinhood to Public, you will have problems, and most likely all of your options will get stuck at Robinhood and your actual stocks that you own will actually get transferred to Public. So you'll still have your Robinhood account. However, with Public, you can do stop and limit orders. So if you want to place an order to buy at a certain price target or sell at a certain price, you can still do that. Now, you're probably really excited to invest on the Public stock app. But I really want to emphasize that the gains we have had last year and the past month and a half this year are highly unusual. So be careful, because I don't think we're going to see exactly the same thing throughout the rest of the year, pandemic or not. In my next video, I'm going to do a deep dive on why I think we're in for something big in 2021. Not just a mere correction, but probably something bigger, possibly a crash, and something that might be up to a 3-year bear market. So make sure you subscribe so you can see that video as soon as I release it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.